Martin, why did you change your name? And Emilio, why didn't you change your name?
Well, go. You want to?
I thought you'd never ask. No, I never changed my name. My name officially is still Ramon Estevez on my passport, driver's license, and so forth. And I love my name. I never would change it. But when I came to New York in 1959, there was a great, prejudice against Hispanics, largely against the Puerto Rican community that I adored. And I felt very much a part of the Hispanic community. But my look, they were telling me, was Irish. Okay, I said, well, I'll try this name. So I took the name of Martin from Robert Dale Martin. I talk about in the book, was a casting director at CBS when I came here, and he was encouraging to me. And the last name Sheen from Fulton J. Sheen. He was the auxiliary bishop of New York at the time, and he was, when I was growing up as a teenager, he was the first televangelist, on television. He had a Tuesday night primetime show called Life is Worth Living, and he gave a lecture, a half-hour lecture every night, and he was #1 in the country. He beat Milton Berle in the ratings, and he was a very popular personality. But I thought of him as an actor. I mean, he had this great look, and he was very intense. I didn't have a clue what he was talking about, his theology or politics, but I loved his performance. And so I thought, I'll give him a try. So I put the two names together, thinking if they didn't work, I'll try another name. Who knows, And so I started working, I'd work on, I worked as a theater usher, I worked as a messenger, I worked as a long-time job in Staten Island in a car wash, and all these different kinds of jobs. And I would work under Ramon, and I had a Social Security card under that name. Every now and then I'd get a job as an actor, and it got confusing because I couldn't prove that I was that person. And so I wrote the IRS and said, I'm starting to make some dough, and I don't have a card. So they sent me another card with that name, the same number. So I still have them, and and if this gig doesn't work, I can always go back to Ramon.
And Emilio, no desire, nothing?
No, on the contrary. When I began, I was influenced by a lot of managers and agents who wanted to come into my life and represent me. And they said, well, it'd be a lot easier, kiddo, if you went with Sheen. It's a brand name. It'll be a lot easier for you. Plus, you don't look Hispanic. Same issues as 1979, 1980. And so my first series of headshots, I got printed up with the name Emilio Sheen at the very bottom. And I looked at it and I went, that is so stupid. It looks so stupid. And he really implored, he said, don't make the same mistake I did. But you're young and you want to push back against the old man. What does he know? Turns out he knew a lot. And so I went, stayed with the family name. And
I tried to assure him that there was a tide of Hispanic influence coming,